everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you 6 sewing hacks that you might not know or that you already use in your sewing day-to-day life. So my first sewing tip is using wrapping paper as pattern paper. Now, majority of people will already have wrapping paper in their house somewhere, whether it be from birthdays or Christmas. I know I have loads left over from Christmas time, and using them as pattern paper is absolutely perfect because it's basically a blank canvas for you to start your work on. So my second sewing tip is using rocks as pattern weights. You can buy pattern weights quite cheap online anyways, however you can use pins and that sort of thing in cutting out your pattern. However, for bulky fabric, like I use fluffy fabric quite often, I don't like to use pins because they just get lost in my fabric. So using rocks and stones have been perfect for not losing any pins inside my fabric. Keeps my fabric down as I need it to, and they're super easy to cut around. My third sewing tip is getting a pin cushion with a wristband on it, which you can either put on your wrist or, as you see me do here, putting mine around the arm of my sewing machine so it's easy accessible for when I'm sewing. So my fourth sewing tip, sellotaping a tape measure onto your desk. We're all sat here looking for our tape measures, whether it be in your drawer, and they're all in a million pieces, all tangled together. And I find by putting mine on my desk, it's so easy to get to. It's always in front of me if I ever need a tape measure. Perfect if you want to just quickly measure something, and it's not a convenience to your desk either as they lie flat. My fifth sewing hack is if you struggle to keep your seam allowance line straight as you're sewing, it's great if you can put a bit of masking tape down the side of your sewing machine where you would usually have your seam allowance, and it'll help guide you through as you're sewing to make sure that you're not going over or making a wonky line as you sew. Using a coloured bit of tape is better as you can see it a bit better, however using masking tape is perfectly fine. And my last sewing hack is changing your overlocker thread. Now I will make a separate video on changing your overlocker threads. However, this is just a quick tutorial on how I do it. So basically you want to chop off all of your threads that you're about to change from the top. Make sure that they're still accessible. Put on your new threads as you would as usual. You basically want to tie a knot from the thread that's still in your machine to the thread that you're trying to add on. Tie those in a tiny knot, and you want to pull each thread through very slowly to make sure that they don't get caught. Pull them through each one very slowly through your machine. You might need to run your machine a little bit for it to come through completely. However, it will just transform right in front of your eyes into your new thread, which has been an absolute godsend for me because I hate changing my overlocker thread. It is a chore to say the least. So I found this tip a perfect one for very quick and easy changing your overlocker thread. If you like these sewing hacks, leave me a like, and if there's anything that you would like to see in the future, leave me a comment down below and consider subscribing for more sewing related videos. And I will see you all next Sunday. Bye!